Today's a little bit of a rant video, and I don't know how many people actually care about this, but if you're one of the few people who are in these communities, you'll definitely care. This is about EA Studios, who, if you know, they make video games, one of the biggest video game corporations that we currently have right now. They are one of the kings, if not the king of microtransactions, and simply just not giving a fuck. As a video gamer, I like all types of games. Anything. I like racing games, RPGs, action adventures. I play a huge range of games. As you know, I've talked about so many times. Mass Effect. I play Resident Evil, which is horror games. I play Uncharted, which is action adventure. Now, I'm a huge fan of sports games, in particular, Madden. Now, I made a video a couple of weeks ago how EA owned the licenses to Star Wars games, and they currently just lost that. And it's not that they can't make Star Wars games anymore, because they can, it's just they don't have the exclusivity to it anymore and anyone can make it. Unfortunately, EA still owns the exclusivity to NFL, NHL, FIFA, and they partly own the NBA as well. They have to find a way to get from underneath the grasp of EA, because EA doesn't care anymore. They don't care about how their products look. They don't care about how their products play. All they care is they know that every single year they can pump out the same garbage, having the exact same people spend over $80 on their garbage product. Now, you could say something like, well, how about games like Call of Duty? Call of Duty comes out once a year and it's pretty much the same thing over and over again, and usually I would agree with that. I will say the past couple of Call of Duties have been better than others. And I also will say is that every developer who creates a Call of Duty adds their own very unique touch. It is no doubt that Call of Duty is one of the most addicting games out there, especially its multiplayer. It just keeps you coming back, you want to level up. There's something about getting a kill and all of a sudden plus 100 XP pops up in the middle of your screen. There's something that's so entertaining about it, and Call of Duty has the right formula. Now, this isn't about Call of Duty, this is about the sports community. This is about how EA just does not care about their sports games. I think it would be a little unfair to put Call of Duty in the same arena as EA's sports games, considering that every single year Call of Duty does find a way to retain 7 or 8s or 9s out of 10s. Do you know what Madden 21 got? It averaged a 0.2 out of 10. No, not a 1 out of 10, not even a 2 out of 10, a 0.2 out of 10. And somehow the developers of Madden and at EA can sit there and think to themselves, wow, we put out a fantastic product. There's literally nothing we could do better than what we're doing right now. This is the best NFL simulated game out there. And technically, they are right. It is the best Madden simulator out there, because there is no NFL simulator being created by any other company, because no one has the rights. It is the best NFL simulator that seems to be made by 2-year-olds. I don't even know where to begin with how frustrating being a fan of football is, having an NFL game, and it's nearly unplayable. The glitches are terrible. The gameplay is awful. The animations ruin the game. The game is completely scripted. If something defensively or special teams wise is meant to happen in the game, it will happen. Everything is scripted and everything is meant to happen. If you load up into a Madden game and you're playing against your friend and you win 27-13, I guarantee you right now, 95% of the time, the computer is booting up your game, already installing the script for a 27-13 game. That is what's happening. That's Madden. Now, where exactly do I want to go with this video? I don't know. I just sat behind the camera and decided, hey, I want to rip on EA and their sports games today. You know, for the first time in years, if actually, you know what, for the first time ever, on my PlayStation 5, I have Madden 21, FIFA 21, and NHL 21 all on my system. Now, I don't really watch soccer. I have Italian heritage, of course. I'm half Italian, and I mean, when the World Cup is on, I watch, and when the Euro Cup is on, I watch, but I don't watch their leagues. I'm not a fan of hockey. I don't watch hockey at all. The only NBA game I play is 2K because I don't trust EA to make an NBA game. Now, why I have these games downloaded is because I'm thinking, you know, maybe I don't watch soccer all that much and I don't watch NHL, but I think the game would be fun. I could see it being a lot of fun. It's sports after all. And as a kid, I used to play these games. Being a huge part of the Madden community, playing their games year after year and just realizing it gets worse and worse and worse, I thought to myself, how could FIFA 21 and NHL 21 be any worse? And you know what? You're probably expecting like, oh, it is worse, isn't it? For me, no. It's not. Maybe for someone who plays NHL year after year or FIFA year after year, they would notice that the game gets worse and worse and it's not much better. And I completely understand your pain, because for someone like me who plays Madden year after year, you just see how terrible the game gets. Madden 21 was supposed to be the final Madden game for last gen consoles. They upgraded it to a PS5 version, and then Madden 22 will be the first Madden game made for next gen consoles. You'd think they'd go off on a high note. Somehow Madden 21 is the worst Madden game I've ever played in my life. It is awful. I can't really even explain how bad the game is with words. That's why as you're watching this video, I am putting up clips of glitches surrounding Madden 21 because of how awful this game is. Playing NHL 21 and FIFA 21, yes, they are limited in so many ways. Tell me why I cannot play an NHL season with a limited amount of games. Why can I not hop into franchise and just limit it to a 29 game season plus playoffs? Why do I have to play 82 games? I don't want to play 82 games. How is it that in NHL, I can't play connected franchise? Now that's something that's good with Madden. For example, I have a really good buddy of mine. We play Madden every single year and we do connected franchise. So we hop into a league, I'm the Rams, he's the Patriots, and we go year by year by year playing the regular season, the playoffs, the Super Bowl, and it's a lot of fun. You compete with your friend, you try to go for stats for Super Bowls. Why can I not do that in NHL? I don't know if you can in FIFA, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't look like you can do that in FIFA either, and I don't understand why that customization and accessibility would not be available in a sports game, where any sports game should have that. Even NBA 2K has that, and they do the best at it. You can literally customize anything in 2K. I know for anyone out there who is now an avid 2K player, they're probably like, okay, 2K gets worse and worse and worse. I'm just assuming, because for some reason it seems like there's a pattern of sports games getting worse and worse and worse as the years go on, and I don't know why. But for me, I buy every second 2K, or I buy them really late, so for me it feels like a big jump from the last year's game. So I'm okay with it, and the amount of customization available to me in NBA 2K with the game modes that I play is great. It's fantastic. You can't go wrong for franchise mode. You can go wrong for franchise mode in NHL or FIFA or Madden. I have a PS5 and my friend still has a PS4. He also downloaded NHL and FIFA because he wanted to give them a shot as well. Crossplay is a thing now, not just from PlayStation to Xbox, but from last gen to next gen, so PS5 to PS4. That should just be something easily written into the algorithm of a game. I don't know how they do all the programming stuff. I can't play FIFA with my friend on a PS4 when I have a PS5. How do you do that? How do you sit there and say, yeah, we're just not gonna spend that little bit of extra time to do something like that? I don't get EA, and it's so unfortunate because you develop one of my favorite games over the past 2 years, Apex Legends. I am pretty sure I've played that game at least 3 times a week every single week for the past 2 years. That game is awesome. But what is the issue with that game still? Microtransactions. Stop charging me an arm and a leg for costumes and cosmetics and skins. It's not fair and it's stupid. That's why people have sold their stocks on your company. That's why you lost so much money on Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I bring up microtransactions because where do they get all their money with NFL and NHL and FIFA? They're getting it from Ultimate Team. All of those games have their own version of Ultimate Team. They all work the same way, they're all the same idea, but how does it work? Well, if you don't know, the way Ultimate Team works is you start with a base team. You have to open up packs and hope as the year goes on and as the weeks go by, the more packs you open, you'll get better and better cards. And the better card you get, you can insert it in your team and your team will get better, 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 and better. And then you have tournaments to play in, special events, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. I'm not a big fan of Ultimate Team, but there are a lot of people who are. Why am I not a big fan of Ultimate Team? Well, I'm not trying to spend $100 every single day just to make sure my team is good. But they know that. They know this. Look at how many YouTubers do Madden Ultimate Team, NHL Ultimate Team, FIFA Ultimate Team. Look how much money they have to spend. I would never bash these YouTubers because they're making a living off of what they're doing with these games. And they need to find some sort of enjoyment. But look at what EA is doing to these people. They're basically saying, hey, spend your money on our packs so we can continue to get money, so we can continue to funnel all of our effort in Madden Ultimate Team. Your viewers will see you playing Ultimate Team, spending hundreds of dollars every week just for the slight chance that you might get a 95 overall card in one of our packs. And that will make your viewers who play Ultimate Team want to do the same thing. They are just greedy. Frankly, I'm pretty sure EA stands for evil assholes, not gonna lie. The lack of effort they put into these sports games to ensure it's unplayable is unimaginable. Me and my buddy wanted to play our Super Bowl game the other day. And how are you gonna tell me one of the biggest games in Madden, if not sports history, we couldn't even get into the game? We'd boot up the game, it's going through its crappy intro, the same intro it's been since Madden 2013, nothing's changed. You can't even skip the intro for some reason. And then all of a sudden, right when we do the kickoff, connection lost. Yeah, you've lost connection to your peer 5 times in a row. We couldn't play our Super Bowl game. That got us so upset, we deleted Madden. And I know maybe to the average viewer of this, you're gonna be like, hey, what's the big deal? It's just a video game, go play something else. But it's the fact that this continues to happen and they don't care. Especially the guy who's leading Madden, Clint Odenberg, who is a trash developer and does not know what he's doing. I just don't get it, because I don't understand how they can retain all of this money from these games by doing 1, absolutely nothing, and 2, putting absolutely no passion into what they do. If I had the physical evidence here, I would even show you, but unfortunately I don't. But my buddy, 3 separate times already in the past couple of months, he has literally sent videos of his gameplay of what was going on in his Madden, and he sent it to EA Madden. He literally sent it to their Instagram DMs, and all 3 times they opened it. They watched his video. They literally watched him tell them what is wrong with their game. Maybe even gave a little bit of advice on how you can fix it. At this point, you don't even need advice. You should know what the issue is, because every single day there are hundreds of Madden glitching videos that pop up on YouTube. I think there's more that trends about how bad Madden is than how enjoyable the game could be. There are even NFL players, former and present, who are calling them out on Twitter because of how bad the game is, because of how much EA just doesn't give a flying. So not only have I ranted pretty long about this, but usually if I were to make a video like this, I would end it with maybe a give and take. This is what's going on, And this would be my opinion on how to fix it. I've just trashed this company throughout this entire video that I didn't really think about how I even wanted to end this video. So, I mean, you know what? This is how I'm gonna end it. If you want my 2 cents here, which you probably don't because EA could buy my entire life if they wanted, but just get people who care. It's that simple. Get people who actually love the sport, they love the game, and just do it. Nike. And that doesn't even just go for sports games. This goes for any game you continue to make. Like I said, you guys have games that I really enjoy. Apex Legends is one of them. Battlefield, I love Battlefield. Your past 2 Battlefields have been but I do enjoy Battlefield. I think it's a fantastic game. But enough with microtransactions. Stop charging me $70 for stupid cosmetics when I've already spent $80 to $90 on your full game. Stop doing that. It's nonsense. You know what? I came up with an ending for the video. I just want to say, for anyone in these communities, the Madden community, the NHL, the FIFA, the NBA, if you're all feeling what I'm feeling, if you're all feeling how terrible Madden is, and let's just join forces. And let's all just come to the agreement that EA either needs to give up these licenses, or 2, like I just said, hire people who actually care and love the product. Well, anyways guys, I'm gonna go, and I'm not gonna go play Madden. Peace.